The move fails.
Hey you guys! Welcome to another Wi-Fi battle video. What you just witnessed there was a small taste of what this team is capable of. Greedent is the best belly drum Pokemon in the game thanks to 4 main reasons. The first is Greedent's Cheek Pouch ability that restores 1/3 of its max HP when a berry is eaten. Combine this with a citrus berry and it heals Greedent up to 2/3 of its health. This allows Greedent to completely circumvent belly drum's HP reduction, bringing it back up to full HP. Second is its normal typing. This means it only has a single weakness, and this weakness can be completely negated thanks to terrestrialization, giving Greedent even more breathing room to set up with ease. Third is its natural bulk. Combine this with the aforementioned Cheek Pouch ability and abusing Terra at the right time, and it becomes very difficult to take the Squirrel down before it rips holes into your team. And fourth is its abysmal speed tier. What would normally be quite the liability becomes a fantastic asset when under Trick Room, allowing Greedent to almost always go first due to being one of the slowest fully evolved Pokemon in the game. What's fun about this team is its ability to spread the belly drum boost to other members of the team. Psych Up on Slowbro turns it into a fierce physical attacker, even with no attack investment. And 𝘉𝘬𝘆's co-star ability maximizes its attack the second it sets foot in battle. But enough chit chat, let's see the team in action. First up is Strake, and the first thing that jumps out to me about his team is that he's running the totally original and never before seen Donbozo Tatsugiri combo that everyone loves. Normally Donbozo's unaware ability would completely shut down a team based around boosting attacks like belly drum. But I have some secret, special counterplay sauce to get around what would otherwise be a hard counter. Let's see how this goes. The Donbozo lead is quite rare, but at least it confirms he did in fact bring it. Meowscarada is pretty scary with its Flower Trick and Knockoff doing way too much damage to my Slowbro, so I'm going to need to Terra Steel to mitigate the damage in order to successfully pull off a Trick Room. They gang up on my Slowbro, who manages to take both hits relatively well, allowing Greedent to simultaneously maximize its attack while returning to full health, thanks to its Cheek Pouch ability.
It's twisting the dimensions in the Colosseum!
I attack the cat due to Greedent not being able to deal too much damage to the Donbozo thanks to his unaware ability, but Strike switches out into Tatsu for the commander buff.
The move can't hit the opponent!
This is the secret sauce I was alluding to earlier. Skill Swap allows me to use Donbozo's own ability against it by completely ignoring the commander buffs. It also makes Donbozo unable to ignore the belly drum boosts. Thanks to Unaware, Slowbro was able to survive the Earthquake. Another fun trick is that you can skill swap Greedent to give it Unaware. This lets Greedent hit Dozo even harder while also taking less damage in the process by ignoring the commander boosts. Slowbro did a job well done, single-handedly dismantling Donbozo and paving the way for Greedent to do its thing unopposed. In comes 𝘉𝘬𝘆, who instantly copies the belly drum boost for itself, maximizing its attack in the process. I have some more secret sauce in this team used to counterplay Trick Room Protect stalling with the help of Feint. Feint is a base 30 priority attack that nullifies the opponent's Protect, making them vulnerable to further attacks, giving Greedent the opportunity to finish off the Dozo in a timely manner. There's only one turn of Trick Room left, so I need to use Feint to carefully take out the most threatening of the two in front of me, which happens to be Tatsu due to being kinda fast. I bet you've never seen a back-to-back Feint through Protect into a double kill.
Earthquake tears open the ground!
I popped off when I hit this. It's just so cool.
The twisted dimensions have been restored!
Next up is a dude whose name I can't pronounce, but he's rocking a very interesting team. 𝘉𝘮𝘆 is one of my favorite Generation 9 Pokemon, so huge props to this dude for using it. I do have a Pelipper on my team, giving me some leverage against other weather users. I just need to play my cards right. I wasn't expecting the Torkoal lead, putting me in a pretty bad spot. As bulky as Greedent is, I'm not confident it can comfortably take sun-boosted fire attacks, so I make the unconventional play of switching out both of my Pokemon to hopefully better position myself.
It's pouring rain in the Colosseum. I wonder how this is going to affect the battle.
He went for overheat in the Greedent spot, so that would have definitely hurt. Eject Pack is scary as he now has Weather Initiative. My goal is to somehow get Greedent in a spot to safely Belly Drum while Trick Room is up to allow it to sweep.
The sun's rays have suddenly intensified.
Insane damage from that flamethrower. Scovillain's the GOAT. Hurricane only has a 50% chance to hit under harsh sunlight, so it's pretty funny it actually connected. Pelipper U-turning out now gives me the Weather Initiative. I bring in Slowbro because Scovillains on Sun teams typically only carry Solar Beam with no other grass coverage. This means I can safely Trick Room without worrying about the grass attack because I can bring back in Pelipper to cancel out the sun. Pelipper has fallen, but it's okay because we can now bring in Greedent with Trick Room up, which is exactly what we need to close this battle out in our favor. My opponent will likely fear the water Pokemon and will opt to go for Solar Beam after bringing back in Torkoal to change the weather, giving my Greedent the window of opportunity needed to Belly Drum.
It has restored its health! Seared by Solar Beam!
We've been on the defensive this whole time, so it's finally our turn to go on the offensive. I'm hoping the Feint Chip is enough to take out the Torkoal even though Reflect is still out.
Earthquake tears open the ground!
Scovillain was a huge threat, so thankfully it finally falls.
The battle has reached its final stage, and the tension is peaking.
I go for Quick Guard here to negate the Fake Out, but my opponent ended up going for Sucker Punch, so it worked out. Technically a misplay, however, since Grimmsnarl's Fake Out would have went before my Quick Guard due to both attacks having the same priority. But Grimmsnarl is faster than Flamigo with Trick Room up. Even with Reflect in play, my opponent's Pokemon are getting blown to pieces by the sheer might of Greedent. A trickier game for sure, but one I thought was unique with the Weather Wars, all the switching, something that's pretty rare in the VGC format, and knowing what my win condition was while also playing around what my opponent wanted to do. All it took was a couple reads to turn a bad situation into a favorable one, and Greedent came through for us in the end. Last but not least is Frazzle, who is rocking some kind of strange rain team, nothing Greedent and friends can't handle. Another cat lead means I need to Terra to avoid getting crushed by its powerful stab attacks. Frazzle surprisingly goes for Feint here. I was personally expecting Fake Out, although that would have not worked anyway since Slowbro is rocking Covert Cloak. Nice to see others utilizing Feint though. You rarely see it, but it's a strong tool if you use it properly. They gank Slowbro again, giving Greedent a free pass to max its attack.
It's twisting the dimensions in the Colosseum! A hard hit from Body Slam!
Since the cat isn't very threatening anymore, I can safely max Slowbro's attack with Psych Up while targeting the fighting type with a Greedent that threatens it. It's always super annoying when the cat is carrying Trick Room, but this gives Greedent the chance to show off its natural bulk.
Ooh! It's being ganged up on!
Greedent just took two very hard-hitting stab attacks from both the physical and special side, and yet it's still standing. Such a great demonstration of one of the 4 reasons that Greedent is the best belly drummer around. Greedent finally falls, but 𝐿𝑰𝑡 leaves itself wide open for 𝘉𝑰 to take advantage of. 𝘉𝑰 𝑂-KOing such a bulky Pokemon, and with a physical attack no less, is quite the sight to behold. Greedent was able to pass its belly drum to 𝘉𝑰, and then 𝘉𝑰 passed it onto Flamigo, essentially giving me access to 3 different Pokemon with max attack with only a single turn of setup. Frazzle was frazzled after witnessing so much power in such a short amount of time. And that's all for this one. The team code is in the top right corner for those who want to try out the team on console. The team paste is also in the description for Showdown players. I was able to climb all the way to Master Rank with this Greedent belly drum team, so it's definitely a fun way to climb if you want to try something new. I will most likely upload another video showcasing the other half of this team as it plays similar with a few caveats, so stay tuned for that one. Fun fact, the main inspiration behind this team actually came from my girlfriend, 𝘉𝘉𝑒𝑤, who is arguably the best Pokemon Unite Greedent player of all time. Greedent just so happened to be in Scarlet and Violet as well, so I jumped into the lab to cook something together, and I gotta say, I'm very pleased with the results. So, shout out to 𝘉𝘉𝑒𝑤. If you guys have any suggestions yourself, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Massive damage!